Hi everyone, good to see you again. Oh, this weather is terrible. Now we were going up to Manchester, but unfortunately the weather beat us. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do a comparison video. Now we're going to go for an expensive fish and chips and we're going to go for a cheaper fish and chips. Where have we come to start with? The Seashell of Lisson Grove. And this is actually quite a famous landmark fish and chip shop because quite a few celebrities have been here. I've had a quick look at the menu and it is a little bit pricey to say the least. Now I know a lot of you say we should go to Cornwall or go to Whitby for fish and chips. However, we're kind of stuck in London and I know the quality in London's not always there. However, let's give it a go. Okay, so we're coming inside. I haven't said where the Seashell of Lisson Grove is. It's just outside Marylebone Station. Now coming to the restaurant, if you take a look around, it's not your regular fish and chip restaurant. This is absolutely stunning in here. Really, really stunning. Wow. Okay, onto the menu. Got a nice range of starters, your traditional fish and chips and other main courses. I'm looking down here. I'm going to have the cod, which is line caught cod. That's £22. Now the interesting thing is that actually comes with bottomless chips. You can have mashed potatoes or a side salad with that. On the sides here, I'm going to go for the mushy peas, which is £2.50, and the curry sauce, which is also £2.50. Take a look on the back. They've got puddings here, hot drinks, and a nice wine list as well. It is, as you saw, a bit miserable outside, so a nice pot of tea for me. Okay, so I've just ordered. The interesting thing is the server turned around to me and said, how do you want your fish cooked? Would you like it in traditional batter, panko, matzo meal, or gluten-free batter? So the whole range is there if you like. You can also have it fried or grilled. I've just said, can I have it just traditional, please? So just in normal batter. Okay, I'll see you when the meal arrives. Okay, so my fish and chips have arrived. You take a look around here. I've got my mushy peas, the tartar sauce, which is homemade, and the curry sauce. Actually, that looks very, very thin, that curry sauce. Piece of lemon, my cod, and the chips. Don't really see the point in all the green stuff around it, but okay, presentation-wise, looks nice. It doesn't look a huge portion though. I mean, that doesn't look a massive portion of cod. Not for the money. And again, just looking at the chips there, they're a little bit anemic. But however, let's tuck in, see what it tastes like. It's a nice cup of tea. Okay, start off with the lemon. The other thing that's quite interesting here, let's have a look. The cod's already had salt put on it. And again, you can see the salt there on the chips as well. So I've got the chip, so let's have a little bit of salt and vinegar. I'm not too sure how much salt's been put on there. So I'm not going to go mad with the salt. Okay, let's try one of the chips. As you can see there, as I said, it's already been salted. Them chips definitely are not crispy enough. Just if you look at it there, yeah, a soft potato inside. However, they definitely need to be a lot crispier. I'm going to try it with the curry sauce. Now I said already, I think that looks very, very thin. Yeah, you can see the curry sauce doesn't cling to the chip hardly at all. Right. The curry sauce is very watery. Now, let's see what the fish looks like. It's got a nice golden colour to it, but the batter there, it's not crispy. Let's have a look at the fish itself. Nice glisten to the cod. Let's open it up. Beautiful white flakes there. Let's see what the actual cod itself tastes like. I'm going to try it with the batter because it's going to come up easier. No, it's all falling apart. And that's where the batter isn't crispy enough. I'm sorry to keep going back to this batter, but you can just see, look, just falling away. That's not the best of batters. It's a bit soggy. And while we're saying that, if you take a closer look on the fish, that fish is very watery. Clearly, where it's been cooked, that oil isn't hot enough, but you can see it there on the chips, you can see it on the batter. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out why this fish is so watery. In fact, I'd like to hear your comments. Why do you think that is? What's in my mind here is, has it been frozen, defrosted and not patted down properly? Now, actually, let's have some of the tartar sauce. I do like my tartar sauce. Wow. That tartar sauce is excellent, nice and creamy. It's freshly made. Without a doubt on that, you really taste the gherkin coming through. And finally, let's try these mushy peas. Nice colour, nice consistency there. Try them on their own. They've got a reasonable taste, and the only problem is they're actually quite cold. They're not hot enough. I'm a little bit disappointed here. As a plate of food, yeah, this isn't very good, to be perfectly honest. The tartar sauce is excellent, and so is my lemon. No issue there. Actually, I don't want to put any more lemon over the batter because it will make it even more soggy. Got to bear in mind, portion-wise, I can have as many chips as I want. The only problem is I'm not convinced I do want any more chips. Okay, well, I'm going to crack on. I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, one of the things I didn't mention here, if you take a closer look, the actual skin is still on the fish. So again, I wasn't asked if I'd want the skin on or the skin off. So I'm a little bit disappointed with that as well. Anyhow, let's crack on. I'm not very happy here, am I? Okay, so I come outside. One positive, it's not raining anymore. Right, onto the meal itself. Let's start with some positives. Nice piece of lemon there. Tartar sauce was excellent. Right, the mushy peas, they were cold, unfortunately, and they were just all normal mushy peas. That curry sauce was shocking. It was the worst curry sauce I've ever had in any chip shop anywhere. The chips themselves, they look very anemic. They weren't crispy on the outside. They were just poor chips. And what can I say about the fish? The batter, shocking batter, shocking. No crispiness to it. Clearly the oil wasn't hot enough. I think it's frozen fish and defrosted, if you like. So yeah, not impressed at all. Now, on to our next place. I think it's got a fair chance of winning if it's open. Come on. Okay, for our cheaper fish and chips, we're just off Tottenham Court Road and we're going to Giggs Takeaway. It also has a restaurant area there as well. Now this is meant to be London's cheapest fish and chips. Now I've got to get it takeaway. It's only £7.50, but I am going to get some mushy peas and curry sauce as well. As always, let's give it a go. Okay, so I've got my fish and chips. Take a close up on that. I've got my curry sauce, my mushy peas, nice portion of chips there. First impressions, it's not the biggest piece of fish I've ever seen. But again, you've got to bear in mind, total was only £10.50. So let's tuck in, see what it tastes like. Okay, so I've cut into the cod. I'll take a close up on that. As I said earlier, it's definitely not the biggest piece of fish I've ever seen. I haven't got a knife, so I'm just going to have to take a chunk out here. Wow. First things first, that batter. You can hear it crispy. There's nice batter. The only thing I'd say is it's a little bit greasy. The cod itself, not huge amounts of flakes in there. But it has got nice flavour. Now, the chips. Got to say, a bit of a running theme here today. The chips aren't exactly crispy. No. What is it with London and chips? They're only chips, they can't be that difficult to cook. Let's try another one. Try that one. Again, they're a little bit anemic in colour. Not crispy at all. That's a little bit disappointing. A little bit disappointing. Now the curry sauce. Before I dive in there, let's see how thick this curry sauce is. Okay, that's probably gone to the other extreme where it's a little bit too thick. See what it tastes like. At least it clings to the chip quite nicely. So it's definitely not runny. Yeah, that's nice curry sauce. Now, mushy peas. Let's have a close up on them. I'm having to use the chip, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, they're nice thick mushy peas. I haven't got many peas on that, so I'm going to dive in again. Yeah, there's nice consistency to them. Yeah, they're just nice mushy peas. I've got to bear in mind they were only £1.50. The curry sauce was only £1.50 as well. Overall, the batter is excellent, but a little bit greasy. Not a huge portion of fish there. Anyhow, I'm going to crack on and I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, just on the curry sauce here itself. As I said earlier, it does cling to the chip very nicely, taste-wise. It's proper chip shop curry sauce. No issues with the flavour, nice and fruity. It's nice and fruity. It's not over the top, but yeah, nice curry sauce. Okay, so I just finished my fish and chips. One of the things I've noticed here, the certificates of excellence from TripAdvisor. It's been in it 6 years running, and next to the cameraman there, it's got a sign as well. The Metro newspaper has rated it the top 10 places to eat fish and chips in London, which is quite impressive. Okay, it wasn't the biggest piece of fish ever. It's a lunchtime special, and I think it's more done for the offices, so they can just take it away. The cod itself was a nice piece of cod. The batter was nice and crispy there, real nice crispy batter. Went well with the fish. The only issue I had with it was a little bit greasy, a little bit oily, but flavour-wise, it was all flavour. Overall, total price £10.50. We're in London, you can't really knock the price. Not the best fish and chips I've ever had, got to be very honest. However, value for money, I think the value for money was there. Okay, I'm going to go around the corner and give you my final thoughts. Okay, so who wins? I think you kind of already know. If I was doing a stand-up review of the Seashell of Lisson Grove, it wouldn't be a very good review. Again, I'm not going to go through everything, all that was on that plate. I've already done that once. But you've got to bear in mind that was £27. Now, I went to Heston Blumenthal's pub, and that was £27 as well. Okay, it had a service charge on top, but you think of the quality that was there and the quality at the Seashell. It doesn't compare, does it? If you need me to tell you who's won, it was Giggs. Value for money wise, price wise, that's why it's far better. And also, everything that was on the plate, the fish was better, the batter was better, the chips, they were better, even though they weren't the greatest chips. The curry sauce had a nice flavour to it, and the mushy peas, yeah, all in all, far better. Now, I promise you this, I'm not going to another fish and chip shop in London. Well, I will do in the future, but I'm going to go up north from now on. I'm going to go down to Cornwall, I'm going to go up to Yorkshire, Whitby, I'm going to try fish and chips in other places. I've got to give London a bit of a miss because it has been a little bit disappointing to say the least. If you could like to subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate that, and more interestingly, love to hear your comments. What did you think of both them fish and chips? Were you impressed, not impressed? Until next time, bye-bye.